Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, February the 24th, 2023. Now, obviously, short-term trading isn't for everyone, but it's what I do and what I teach. So for those who do like it, I've made this video to give you a further glimpse into how we like to approach trading using the unique conditions of the London close as a setup for taking Forex trades. These trades have been consistently profitable now for like 13 years since we originally launched our LCT course. And recently I relaunched our original course to make it even more objective. And today I'm going to show you five valid LCT trades from today alone, which is, as I say, Friday, February the 24th, 2023. It's kind of unusual to have that many in a single day, but it does happen, and they were all valid trades. Hope you liked the video. And if you do, I would really appreciate a thumbs up by hitting the like button. It helps our algorithm with YouTube. And of course, be sure to subscribe to our channel. There's a button in the bottom right corner of the video. Okay, let's take a look. Now, there are a few different approaches that we like to use for scalping. Our London close trade strategy is one of them, which has been a very accurate strategy for like over 12 years now. Okay, the success rate of these trades, just in terms of getting at least a 1-to-1 reward risk profit, has been around 90% using trade management the way that I teach it. And I know that that sounds, kind of hard to believe, and maybe you don't get quite 90% with your trading. I've recorded close to 100 of these trades since October 22nd. October of 2022. And they're all posted at our LCT members site, and they're for everybody's scrutiny. And of course, I post losing trades too. It doesn't matter. Whenever they occur, I post whatever happens. Today is Friday the 24th of February, 2023, and there were 5 valid LCT setups today. Kind of unusual, but it can happen. Now, I've made trading around the close of the London stock market a very objective approach, meaning very little guesswork needed, because most people they don't want to have to be second guessing everything and figuring it all out. The hardest part is psychological, as always, right? Believing in the setups, having the confidence to take them. Okay, that's why I keep posting videos all the time. I just want to show how these trades just keep working over and over. So, enough said. Let's just take a look at these trades and just notice how small the pip risk is in these things, which is one of the big reasons for the success of these trade setups. Beyond that, there are also some more fundamental reasons why price tends to react the way that it does at the close of the London stock market, and of course I cover that in the LCT course. Okay, and by the way, just as a sidebar, the course is only like about an hour long, so it's easy to go through, and it's very, very necessary to go through it multiple times. Okay, so for any of these London close trades, we simply wait for the necessary and objective conditions that I've laid out in the course. We just wait for them to appear, and we then just simply take the trade. And I know that psychologically that can be hard, but it really is that simple. On the Australia-US dollar pair, let's look at this one. Here's the first of them from today. Can you see? Look at this. I want you to pay attention to the black vertical lines here. And can you see that this is support? I mean, that's just a great level that just took off straight up from there. So when price hit that during the London close time window, which is this blue vertical line, that's the start of when we'll even take a trade. This was the entry. This circle down here was the entry on this trade. Okay, and that trade was at like 97.22. We got in, needed an 11 pip stop. It made 1-to-1, like a 1-to-1 reward risk on the way up, and then it fell off and came back to the entry price, and you'd be stopped out for break even on that. I always recommend everybody who's starting, take the 1-to-1, get some profit in this thing, and then you can go for higher profits on the remaining part of your position. Like if you can have more than one position on, and it's pretty easy with micro lots. So that was that one. On the euro yen pair. Here's another one. So let's go to the euro yen. Okay, and let's go like this. And on the euro yen pair, why have I got this level marked? Well, that should be pretty obvious, right? That's a great level. Here, let me just show you in the 4-hour chart. Everything had qualified here. We were looking at this level right here, and when price came up into it, you notice how we're going counter trend on these. This is the way that these trades work. They're all counter trend because of the situation with the close of the London stock market and how price tends to fall back into the range. Well, it did not do it in this case, did it? Here's the London close time window. This was qualified. The sell was right here. However, it went down. It needed, what, an 11, let me just get this. Yeah, 11 pip stop. And again, it made a 1-to-1. There's more profit there. And then it went back up, and now it's gone up. And if you hadn't done anything and ignored trade management, you would have been stopped out for a loss. These rules that I have are very robust, and you got to follow them, okay? British pound, Japanese yen. Here is another one. Beauty. This one, let me see here. Yeah, you can see that we had a good level. Here's what happens on this. A good level of resistance here, but I've got it a bit higher. And the reason I do is because coming into the London close time window, price was still going up, and I'm saying, okay, is there anything else up here that might be a reason for price to hold up? Yes, right here. See how it was support, 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 and then it broke it, and it was just resistance a lot in here. Just kept hitting it over and over again and broke down. So when it hit it this time, with all of the LCT conditions being met, now we start looking for a sell. Here was another, this is the LCT time window. Here was another sell right here. This made over 2-to-1. More than 2-to-1. This is a pair that's been trending higher, by the way. And here's a counter trend trade for 2-to-1 reward risk. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. And, you know, trade management's going to be an individual thing, but we never, ever, ever lose money when we're up 1-to-1. And again, I recommend you take some profit, because even if you took 1-to-1, then 2-to-1, you're still going to get 1.5-to-1 overall reward risk, which is decent, especially when you have the high accuracy that we do. Next, we have British pound US dollar pair. Let's have a look at that one. So British pound US dollar is right here. Yeah, so this one, what do we have on this? Well, can you see that this is like incredibly good support? You know, you can do this. I'm sitting here showing these things and going, well, that's pretty obvious. Well, maybe it's not obvious to everybody, but when you do this enough, gee, they'll start to jump out at you. And like, we wouldn't even be looking at this trade unless price had come down to here. If price had stopped here and gone up, we wouldn't even be looking at a trade. There's nothing to do, but that's not what happened. Price comes down to this level. It bounces. Here's the start of the London close time window. Here's the entry. This trade's still alive, by the way. The entry down here was at 119.35. It goes up. It needed like a 12 pip risk. Do you know that it went up to, see these levels in here? It missed a 2-to-1 by less than 1 pip. I'm going to tell you something. This is a very good level to take a profit. You know, we're talking Friday here, the end of the week. You got a trade that's got 2-to-1, like with almost, it didn't quite make it because it was within a pip, a fraction of a pip of making it. But don't get greedy. You don't have to get the last pip on these things. Okay. And the final one here, the fifth one, was on a New Zealand US dollar pair. Let's have a look at it. And again, so where does our level come from? Well, it comes from here. That is a great level, and price took off. And it was actually a 1 hour level down in here. I won't show you all that, it doesn't matter, but believe me, it was a very, very good level. Here's the London close time window start. This is where price came down into the place where we want to buy, right here. It hit it almost to the pip at 61.55, 11 pip stop, made a 1-to-1. This trade's still ongoing as well. It has not come back to the entry yet. But again, you know, you got to make a decision here where you don't want to probably hold these over the weekend. We don't recommend it, or I don't recommend it. And it's just, you know, but it's got a nice profit in it, in that thing. And just, you know, one more example of it. Now listen, obviously not all trades turn out like these ones. And, you know, at first you probably won't be able to handle taking all of these trades. Okay. You know, you're just learning. Well, so what? You know, I mean, like anything else that you want to get good at, it takes practice. And here's what's important. When we lose very, very little. Okay, we recommend not risking more than 0.5% of your account on any one trade. And that's a personal decision for sure that you have to make. But if you don't, you know, like if you don't have a way to preserve capital when you're wrong, you will not last long in this business. Okay, and just another point that I think is very, very, very important. And this is on the psychological side of things. You do not need to be trading a lot to get a good return on your money. Please, do not fall into the trap of thinking that just because you're at your computer looking for a trade that the market owes you one. If you have that kind of attitude, you're going to have a short and, not so sweet trading career. Okay, so you always have to be patient and be 100% vigilant in making sure that these trades are properly qualified and that the rules have all been met. So there you go. And I can tell you this, 5-minute chart trading can be a very, very good way to ramp up your account, but only if it's done in a very systematic and consistent way with strict rules. We do not risk a lot of pips on these trades, and we know exactly what it is that will cause us to get into a trade and to get out of the trade, right? For both a profit or a loss before we even take the trade. And that's the beauty of these London closed trades, and for that matter, all of our trades. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. And again, if you could remember to hit the like button, that would be awesome. So there you go. Wishing all of you a really nice weekend and a great trading week ahead. Take care.